Okay, Suzanne, we've got we're sending you some of these barrel nuts that are white for your bed to replace those black ones. I've created this small little tool, and then we'll also have sent an Allen wrench in the bag. And the first thing you're going to want to do is as you go to open the bed, these beds actually have a little bit of play side to side, and so the gap that we're going to be working on is so tight that we need to slide the bed over ever so slightly. It's not really perceivable, but the way that you do it is as you're opening the bed, when I want to shift it this way, I'm going to be opening and closing it as I'm pushing that way. And as I do that, it will shift this bed over ever so slightly, and it'll give us just enough room for that tool to work over here. And then you'll repeat the process on the other side. You'll open and close as you're pushing that way, and it literally only moves the bed maybe 1/8 of an inch at the most. So that's the first thing you want to do. We'll start on this left side as the example. And so I've just simply I'm pushing this way as I open and close it, and then it tends to push the bed just slightly that way. What we're going to do is we're going to work on this side so you can see what we're doing. So we're just looking down in between this gap right here. So that's where the head of the screw is. So again, we're on the left side right now, and we're working on that side. So I'm going to hand this camera to Jody. Now down in this gap right here, there's a black plate that's attached to the sideboard. That black plate has two Phillips head screws that are on the top, and those are the only two that have those barrel nuts. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this little tool that I have that has a little tiny Phillips head, and I'm going to slide it between the side rail here and that plate, and that's why you have to move it over, because it will be really close. I'm just going to manipulate that and just hold it in place. I'm not turning it, all it's doing is holding, and you really don't have to push very hard. And now that I've got this held here, then on the other side, I'm just going to use my Allen wrench, and I'm just going to back that off. I'm holding the screw in place with my right hand here with that little tool that I made, and I'm just backing off this barrel nut on this side. Now once I get that far enough out, I'll completely remove it. I'm still holding this side because that's holding that screw in place. I'm just going to take one of these white ones now, slip it straight back into that hole, and just turn it, and it will catch that screw that I'm holding on the other side, and then I'll just tighten that back down. All the while holding on this, my right hand over here is just holding that screw in place. It doesn't need to be turned or pressed really hard. It's just simply holding it. And then you just remove it, and you'll go to the back one and do the same thing over here. So, and then you'll end up with the white ones. Now, these ones back here, you can reach just with a screwdriver. So you'll just do the exact same thing. You'll just hold these screws in place while you back those barrels out and put in the white ones. There are two screws that are down below this deck, but Joe, jump off the bed back on this post. Okay, so these are the screws back here that we're talking about, and it's easy. The top two are easy to get at. The bottom one, though, you will have to have somebody else lift the bed. You may need to remove your guardrail on the side, but this one you can just move the bed out of the way to get to those screws and then replace the barrel nuts the same way. Okay, now there's one more screw head right there underneath that piston, and the backside has the barrel nut on it. And this one is so tight you're not going to be able to get this little tool in there, but this end right here, if you just slip it behind there and just pry it, just push it against the head of the screw. So all I'm doing is holding it. Really, all you have to do is hold it in place. So I'm just going to position that and just hold it in place, and then I'm going to do the same thing where I'm removing it from this side. And I'll show you what this. So now if you look right there, see, now I'm going to push it. See how that pushes in or pushes out? All I'm doing is holding that in place, and then it's easy to undo the barrel nut on the other side, but I'm continuing to hold it because it just needs some pressure to hold that screw in place. And now I've removed the black one. And now I'm just going to continue to hold the head of that screw in place with that bend on this little tool. Thread in the new one, and just tighten it down with the Allen wrench. Got it?